All right, welcome to another episode of Stutz's Soapbox. I'm Stutz. How y'all doing tonight? For those of you returning, thank you. I appreciate your support. And if those of you who are new here, welcome. Welcome to the Soapbox. Tonight, I don't know, a lot going on in the country right now that is pitting us against each other. Got half the country, can't stand anything Trump does. I mean, nothing. You got the other half, he can't do nothing wrong. And I say that bigger swaths on both sides, right? And then there's some in the middle who, yeah, he's doing this good, he's not doing that good. I've called him out on stuff. But we need to refocus. I mean, we let one president or ex-president now slide. You know, he's the one that's got all his pictures with Epstein, been on the flight logs a bunch of times. But hey, we give him a pass, And, well, they can't even prove Trump was ever at the island because he kicked Epstein out of Mar-a-Lago before Epstein bought the island. So who knows? But, he's the pedophile. He's the one doing all the wrong. But we've got all the evidence against the other guy. There's a problem there because that's pitting us against each other again. Some of you hate Trump so bad that the man could save a child from drowning and you'd accuse him of starving sharks. Simple as that. Well, let me tell you, when you are hoping that the president fails at everything he does, you're hoping our country fails. Think about that. Man, I disagreed with Clinton on stuff, but I didn't hope he failed. I disagreed with Obama on policy and was called a racist because I did, because I disagreed with him because he was black, not because the policy was screwed up, like the Affordable Care Act, which, it's the Republicans' fault that it's screwed up. No, it was designed to fail when they started it. Let's look at White House add-ons or White House construction. President Obama spent $304 million of taxpayer dollars, mind you, on a basketball court at the White House. Nobody complained. Nobody said shit about it. Trump spends $250 million of donations, private money put into it, to build a grand ballroom at the East Wing. Hey, ain't costing the taxpayers squat. It's gonna be a grand place. The White House is a grand place. That's a place where foreign dignitaries, like Zelensky, the dictator in the Ukraine, come in. Where all the heads of state dinner. That would be it's going to be a big, beautiful, grand ballroom. It's going to hold more than the current stuff. Why not? If it's not costing you and I, the taxpayer, why not? Why do you have to be against Every single thing. Everything. You know, he's going to give a bonus from tariff money to the GIs. Well, as a veteran, I'm like, go for it. You know, my brothers and sisters in arms, they sign their name at the bottom of a blank check that includes up to their life for this country. Can't dog that, man. Can't dog that at all. We've got to get back to take away the politics of personality. Just because you don't like the man doesn't mean everything he does is wrong. And just because you like the man doesn't mean everything he does is right. Man, there's a lot of stuff going on. You know, if you listen to some news programs, you know, the Democrats are riding high. If you listen to others, they're in free fall. If you listen to the legacy media, for the most part, Trump's speech the other night, 97% of what they said about it was negative. And I don't know how you can do that. That's not being objective. That's being very selective. But then again, excuse me, I have to reach over here for this. This thing here, right here, you know, this nice little phone, this smartphone that has more computing power in it than the computers that sent Neil Armstrong to the moon, has taken our attention span. The average adult attention span anymore is 22 seconds. Why? Because if you're not instantly gratified in the first 15, and all the sound bites on the news are 15 to 25 seconds, because they know you don't have the capability of paying attention any longer than that. Yeah, I'm sorry if this pisses some of you off. Tell me I'm wrong. I'm serious. Tell me I'm wrong. Drop a comment in the box. I ain't afraid of it. I'll answer it. Drop a comment in the box if you think I'm wrong. Hell, if you think I'm right, drop a comment in the box. Bang the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Because I'm doing stuff all the time. Well, once a week anyway. And I'm getting this one done before Monday Night Football instead of at halftime. Just because I want to sit down and enjoy the game. Maybe. I might go to sleep early. Who knows? You know, it won't get over till after midnight here. But seriously, people, why is half the government so worried about illegal aliens? And yeah, I'm going to use the word illegal aliens. I'm not going to use the word undocumented migrants, because I'm using the words that Teddy Roosevelt used on back in the day. Why are we so worried about their rights, but we're not worried about the American citizens' rights? You know, the ones that are footing the bill. Why are we worried about all these wars overseas somewhere? You know, Ukraine and Russia. We're dumping a lot of money into that. Why are the American taxpayers on the hook for it? Ask yourself these questions. Just don't bow down to a party. Don't bow down to identity politics, because it's going to destroy us in the end. And I hate to say this, but if we lose our way of life, where are you going to go to be free? Because there ain't no other place in the country than right here. Are we messed up? Sure. Is there a place better than here? Tell me if there is. And if there is, how come you haven't moved there? And why, if you're here illegally or you're a migrant from another country and you come here, but you don't want to leave, but you keep flying the flag of the country you left. If these immigrants make our country better, why didn't they make their country better? And that's not racist, no matter what you think, because immigrant is not a race. And they come from all different countries. If you got anything out of this, smash the like button. Drop a comment, subscribe to the channel. Hell, share it with somebody. They might get a laugh out of it. They might agree with it. And since I won't do another one before Christmas, y'all have a Merry Christmas. I love y'all. I'm out.